Hi, I'm Lucy. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about applying to foster. The decision to foster is one that is often taken over a long period of time. It can be months, it can be years, but there might come a point, and that point might be now, where you're thinking, actually, this is a good time. So, what should you do? I think the first thing that it's important to understand is who are the fostering providers in your local area. You'll have your local authority, but there will also be independent fostering providers. And it's quite important that you speak to as many people as you can, or you have the energy for, really, to understand whether, who is going to be the right fit for you. When you foster, it's really important that you sort of understand and fit with the ethos of that fostering provider, that you're going to get good support and that you're going to get a level of support that will enable you to be the really best foster carer you can be. You can find a list of your local fostering providers on the Fostering Network website. So Google them, have a look at your local fostering providers, and then just phone them. Most of them have websites you can contact through, and they'll have phone numbers. So just ring them and ask to speak to someone about fostering. Once you've had those conversations, maybe you can ask those fostering providers to speak to foster carers that they have, who can give you an idea of what it's like to foster, and can answer any other questions that you might have as well. And once you've decided which fostering provider you want to go for, then you should have had that initial conversation over the phone. Really, a fostering provider will want to see you in your home, and that is because they want to get to know you in your own environment. Also, they will want to see the bedroom that you have in mind for fostering. So when you foster, you have to have a spare bedroom, so that the fostering provider will want to see that. And that home visit is also an opportunity for you to ask more questions, and for the fostering providers to find out a little bit more about you. It's really at that point that you make the decision whether you want to go ahead, and the fostering provider makes the decision about whether they want to go ahead. There's a lot of information on our website under FAQs, where you can look at sort of the criteria for fostering. But fundamentally, as long as you've got the passion, the transferable skills, and you've got the spare room, then really there's nothing stopping you. So once you've decided to go ahead and the fostering provider has decided to go ahead, then you will be given an application form which you will complete, return to the fostering provider, and at that point really the assessment begins. So you'll be assigned an assessor, who will spend the next 4 to 6 months working with you to produce a document which is called the Form F. And that document is the document all about you and your partner, if you have one. It will look into your childhood, it will look into your relationships, it will look into your employment, and it will look also into your preparation and motivation to foster. That information is given to a panel once the assessment is complete, and that panel will approve you. And then really that's the start of your journey, and it all gets much more fun from that point on. Obviously this is a really brief outline. It's a long and convoluted process, but actually it's a lot easier than people think. It's a lot less intrusive than people think. Obviously we need to find out all about you. We need to understand your motivations. We need to understand, to some extent what life has thrown at you, because that enables us to support you better and to understand how that might impact your fostering. So yes, if you want a more in-depth look at the application process and the assessment process, and more importantly, the fostering process, do get in touch with us. You can visit our website at www.easternfosteringservices.com. You can phone us 01206 299 775, or you can email us at info@easternfosteringservices.com. We'll be delighted to answer your questions. Thank you.